Hello. Welcome to day 17 of the vlog of a pretty chill white guy. What do you think about that name, right? Like, that's probably only gonna offend, like, a bunch of people, right? I think it's kind of clever. Maybe. We'll see. I was asked by AZGal38, I believe, on Twitter about that silly baseball slide when I was singing this thing called love. Well, I can't handle this. I don't think I sang it like that. But the question was, whose idea was that? Why did I do a baseball slide? Well, to be honest with you, it was kind of my idea. And the producers, they were not super excited about it. In fact, they kind of tried to talk me out of it. They were like, "You're really going to do a baseball slide?" And I was like, "Yes, I am." Because at that point in the show, I was just having fun. I wasn't worried about whether or not the judges were going to like it or not, because they hated it all the time. They didn't seem like they ever liked anything that I did. So I was like, well, forget you guys. I'm going to have some fun here. I'm going to do a baseball slide, because why not, right? Why not? And that is why I decided to do it. Now, the funny thing about that, the funny story, you maybe have already heard this before, but I've said this before. The dress rehearsal that you do prior to the show, you do dress rehearsal right before the show, and that is the clip that they use for the recap at the end of the show. It's not from the actual live performance, it's from the dress rehearsal that happened right before the live performance. And the reason I bring that up is because during that week, during dress rehearsal, when I did the baseball slide, I didn't end up on my side. I ended up on my back just staring straight up at the ceiling. Like, well, that didn't go quite as planned. But when they cut to the recap shot, the recap clip, they used that clip. But what they did is they just cut right before the slide ended and I was on my back. Because had they gone all the way through there, you would have gone, wait a minute, he didn't do that in the live show. But that is what I did during the dress rehearsal. So that was, honestly, I had so much fun that week. Because for me, the whole goal was to just try to entertain people. You know, are you not entertained, right? That was the goal. I was trying to be Gladiator or whatever. Just having fun. I knew from the get-go that I was not the best singer on the show. I knew that. But I also knew that I was there for some reason, and that because all the comments and messages I would get from people throughout the week, that I was having some kind of impact on people. You know, that the fact that I was up there smiling and having a good time was encouraging people from some of the comments that I got and some of the messages that I got. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to stop doing it. I'm not going to stop having fun and trying to put a smile on people's faces. A la the baseball slide. And some of the pictures that came out of it were great. Somebody took that slide, put an umpire behind it. Safe! Right? That was pretty good. That was pretty funny. I liked that one. That was entertaining. So that is the baseball slide story. It's not as good of a story as like when I met Bono. I'll tell you that story later if you want to hear. It's not as good of a story as some of the other ones, but it was a really fun week for me. I enjoyed that a lot. So there you go. There's the answer to your question, AZGal38 on Twitter. Thank you for asking it. And as always, ask whatever questions you want. You know, shoot them in a comment. Oh, before I go, really quick story happened this morning. Well, it's been an ongoing story for, well, about a year or more. Bella is a very picky eater about certain things, but it's not like the stuff that you would expect necessarily. Sometimes it's some of the stuff you'd expect. But she has had this absolute aversion to strawberries. And she's never tried them, really, that she could remember. Every time they were brought up, it was like you were trying to get her to eat a cricket. It was terror. It was like, no, I'm not going to eat a strawberry. She would eat things that had strawberries in them. She would eat strawberry jelly. But you put an actual, nice, good strawberry in front of her, and she just was terrified. And we're like, this is the silliest thing in the world. We're trying to talk our kid into eating, like, one of my favorite foods. And she won't do it. And it's hilarious. And so this morning, finally got her to try a little piece of strawberry. And I realized, like, I mean, that's parenting, right? I feel like I just tried my best and finally talked my child into eating a slice of chocolate cake. Like, it's so funny that that's something she didn't want to eat, and like, 'cause she loves the actual flavor, the strawberry flavor. She eats it all the time, but not a real strawberry. So now she finally tried it this morning. Kind of bribed her into doing it. Just really wanted her to try one, so she finally did, and that was that was more exciting than it probably should have been. But you know, it is what it is, and I wanted to share that with you guys because you guys are part of this new vlog of a Pretty Chill White Guy. So there you go. There's the Bella story today. See